I'm the manager of the season ticket membership department at the Miami Heat. Basically, that is just all fancy for we take care of our season ticket members at the Miami Heat. So we have an entire sales department who sells season tickets. Once you become a season ticket, you're transferred over to our department and you are given a representative. And from there, we build that relationship with you. We get to do all of the cool things that you get to experience with the Miami Heat membership.
Let's go back. You're from Springfield?
Yes, Springfield, Illinois. Love it.
Went to Southeast High School, played basketball. Tell me a little bit about your high school basketball day.
For sure. Go Spartans for starters. I loved everything about my time at Southeast. From a basketball perspective, I built some long-lasting friendships. Some of those guys I'm still in contact with today. I'm in group chats with them. Some we talk here and there when they come to Miami. If I go to their city, we all still meet up. The same thing that you hear about the Miami Heat culture and family and everything, I like to look at Southeast specific, and that's kind of how we were as well. We did team dinners before city tournament. We all hung out with each other over the weekend. At school, we were all inseparable at the lunch table. So it's kind of the same thing that I get to experience with the Miami Heat, and I think that's why the Heat organization was. That's why I fell in love with the Heat organization, because I was already rooted in that from my time at Southeast.
What about Lawrence Thomas?
One of the greatest, not only coaches I've been around, but one of the greatest human beings and men role models that I've been around as well. That guy looks at all of us as his own kid, would do anything for us. So not even from a basketball perspective, I've known Coach L since I was a kid. He was always a family friend. So he always looked out for me as a kid to grow me into a man before anything basketball. So I have much respect for that guy, much respect for the coaching staff at Southeast.
Brandon, his family and my family were there intertwined, and he helped create the culture at Southeast. He was always a stand-up young man. He came in as a young kid and left as a young man. He was raised the right way, and he led the right way as a student. He was very positive, and he was very uplifting, and that's why he's so successful now in life.
What was your reaction when you found out Andre Iguodala had been traded to the Miami Heat?
So it's funny, which I'm not even sure my wife knows this story. So we were at dinner with a friend couple of ours, and all week leading up to that, all day, I had heard the chatters, oh, the Grizzlies might be trading Andre, blah, blah, blah. As that day happened, the talk started to heat up and whatnot. So of course I got my phone in my right hand. I got my Apple Watch on my left hand. I'm waiting for the notification to come through. So as we get to dinner, talks are really heating up and whatnot. Midway through dinner, it happens. And I know it happens because my phone just started ringing off of the hook with friends and family members telling me. So I leaned over to the wife and say, hey, we just got Dre. And she just tapped me and pretty much wouldn't let me look at the trade and wouldn't let me pick up my phone because we were at dinner. So I excuse myself from the table. I go to the bathroom. I say, hey, I got to use the bathroom. I go to the bathroom, spend about 10 minutes there. I'm talking to my dad. I'm answering text messages. I'm looking on social media. I'm looking at the details of the trade. And then I just come back like everything was normal. Like I just went to the bathroom, but really I was in there looking at the trade. So I was ecstatic to have Dre. The front office was probably the happiest. I was probably the second happiest in that building.
Do you know Andre before, or any of his family before you got traded and anything? Talk about that if you would, Brandon.
Yeah, so it's funny. Andre and his family, the Shanklins, Miss Linda, they are family friends. So my aunt's cousins, my mother is good friends with Andre's parents, and we actually used to live in the same apartment complex that Andre and his family lived in as kids. So I'm blanking on if they were above or below us, but we were either, it was one way or the other. And I remember we had a basketball hoop on our balcony that me and my older brother would play on. And our ball always got stuck on their balcony. So we made constant trips through the day, going up to their house saying, hey, can we come in, go to the balcony, get the ball, sorry. And then this is probably something my parents don't know is me and my older brother, Bradley, we would actually climb up or climb down, whichever way it was, to their balcony if the Shanklin family wasn't home, because we had to get our ball and continue to play basketball. So I'm sure that was dangerous at the time and we just didn't know it, but we had to get our basketball from their balcony. So yeah, man, from that, and then just watching him at Lanphier and then watching him go to Arizona and go to the NBA. He's just been a huge, huge role model for not only for me, but for the city. He was the guy that, if Andre can make it to the NBA, we all can make it to the NBA. He kind of gave us hope. So he was a big inspiration on just, hey, if I can't play in the NBA, I got to figure out a way to make it to the NBA still. So
Andre, and Brandon Miles, another 217 Springfield connection,
yes.
Southeast graduate.
Yeah, Brandon is awesome. I had an opportunity to watch Brandon grow up with Andre and Frank. Their dad and Brandon's parents, they all lived in the same apartment complex. So I got a chance to watch all those little boys grow up together and have fun together. And for the two of them to be able to come back together, just exciting. And then when Dre found out Brandon was there, because he called me and he was like, Mom, I'm going to Miami and I got to get things together. And I was like, oh yeah, Brandon is there. And Dre was like excited. So it was just basically like just hooking up with an old friend.
Game 6 in the NBA Finals is Sunday. Some people wrote off the Heat. Great game. Game 5, unbelievable.
yeah,
What are your thoughts on the team's chances to win the championship?
we're going to pull it off. We're going to get this thing done in 7. I'm following the motto of our leader, Jimmy Butler, Udonis Haslem, and the rest of the guys. Coach Spo, we're going to get this thing done. I like our chances. Obviously, we'll take it one game at a time.
What's it like, being the mom of Andre? Again, 6 years in a row in the finals.
Just blessed. I always look at the blessings that, God gave me, my 2 sons, and the gifts that, that he has bestowed upon them, and just enjoying and relishing in the moment of just having a son that's, that's just has the God-given gifts that he has.
You couldn't be talking about 2 better people. They're both just a plus for Springfield, Illinois. They both done it the right way, are raised correctly, and they're respectful, and I'm just so happy for both of them.
Leonard and I are really good friends with his parents, and I mean, just an awesome, blueprint there. And I'm just so excited and so proud of them both. It feels like they're all our children, and I mean, it's just awesome. And then for them to be in the finals together at the same time, and then, Brandon and I have been texting each other back and forth, even when I was on the virtual. So it's just the whole experience, and everything has just been totally awesome.
This was my dream. To play in the NBA Finals. Now actually getting here and working in the NBA Finals, but not only like doing it on the business side, it's actually cool to watch Andre go chase the title, and we're from the same city on the basketball side. So it's kind of like how I look at it, the best of both worlds. We got one on the business side, we got one on the basketball side, and trying to slay the mighty Lakers, man. I think, like I said, I think they'll get it done. We're playing some great ball right now, so it's what dreams are made of. The NBA Finals. I couldn't ask for anything else.